is my mission. All I came to do is set the whole mystery. All I came to do is set the whole mystery. All I came to do is set the whole mystery. All I came to do is set the whole mystery. Lo and when you and when you know the most highest, the highest.
Begin all prayers and thinking by using our Holy, the All, the Holy Tablet by Naya Malachi Zadok Al, the Receiver. This is your Holy Tablet. It is divinely inspired. This tablet is as holy as your Holy Bible and Quran, and it is to be treated in the same way. This is a revelation for you from the Most High to set straight the records, to remove the falsehoods. The Quran has not changed the world, nor has the Torah or the New Testament. They have done nothing for us, the Nubians, but were used to enslave us. So the Most High and His heavenly host have decided that it was time to renew the Nubian history. It is time for the Nubians to have their own scriptures for their spiritual upliftment and guidance. This is your scripture. Treat it as such. Do not eat over it or do anything that might hinder your search for understanding while reading. Do not read the holy tablets while angry, for the information in this, within the confines of its pages, are given to you in order to break this evil hypnotic spell of spiritual ignorance and racial blindness. We suggest you read the Holy Tablets every day for your daily guidance. Read it as a family. The call to prayer.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا
The prayer. This is what they taught of prayer. You pray in your distress and in your need, that you might pray also in the fullness of your joy and in the days of abundance. For what is prayer but the expansion of yourself into the living ether? And if it is for your comfort to pour forth your darkness unto space, it is also for your delight to pour forth the dawning of your heart. And if you cannot but weep when your soul summons you unto prayer, she shall spur you again and yet again, through weeping until you shall come laughing. When you pray, you rise to meet in the air those who are praying at that very hour, and whom save in prayer you may not meet. Therefore, let your visit to the masjid be invisible for naught but ecstasy and sweet communion. For if you should enter the masjid for no other purpose than asking, you shall not receive. And if you should enter into it to humble yourself, you shall not be lifted. Or even if you should enter into it to beg for the good of others, you shall not be heard. It is enough that you enter the masjid, the temple, invisible. I cannot teach you how to pray in words. Listen to the messages of Anu from the Elohim, to your words save when he himself utters them through your lips. I cannot teach you the prayer of Yam, meaning the seas and the forest and the mountains. But you who are born of the mountains and the forest and Yam can find their prayer, and which are thine, and today's, which are thine also. We cannot ask you for aught, for thou knowest our needs before they are born in us. You are our need, and in giving us more of thyself, thou givest us all. But those who know pray this prayer: Our Heavenly Father, for you are of the all, and you are in the all, and all is in you. You're head of the 300 in Gigi of those Anunnakis who are still in the skies. O most holy, your name is found amongst the holy ones, the Anunnaki of the heavens. For you were to name all the things that were brought into existence. Blessed is your name, O most holy. Your name is found amongst the holy ones, the Anunnaki of the heavens. For you were to name all the things that were brought into existence. Blessed is your name. Nothing and no one can give you a name, for your name is of the all. You have been appointed Anu. O Anu, your kingdom will come, and what you will and ask of us will be done on earth. Tiamat. Just as things are done in the heavenly skies amongst the Anunnaki, we ask you to please give us the breath of life each day where we rise, and we will procreate as you wish. And forgive us if we disagree, as we forgive those who disagree with us. And protect us from the evil ones and their temptations. For you are the ruler of all kingdoms, and all power is yours, and the glory forever and ever. And we know you have appointed one of the Yahwehans, your own grandson, Tammuz, as our shepherd, and we have all that we need, as you and the Anunnakis declare. Verily, we have given you all the abundance. So pray unto your sustainer and offer. Verily, your enemies shall be the ones cut off. His seed will be cut off after 6,000 years from the most holy day. He let us rest in the outer fields of green grass and leads us to the quiet pools of fresh water. He gives us new strength. He guides us in the right path as He has promised. Even if we go through the deepest fears of death, we will not be afraid because we know that you are with us. Your flails, rod, and wasp protect us from disagreeableness. You prepare a table for us where all our enemies can see you welcome us as an honored guest upon your ship and fill our cups to the brim. We know that your goodness and love shall be with us all of our lives, and your house will be our house as long as we exist. Amen. Tablet, page 697, diagram 94, the male sperm. The highest point of the right auricle of the heart, the physical body. When one dies, excuse me, recycles from the ground in which it is planted, and it becomes life again. It penetrates into the atmosphere as films or dust particles, and they are breathed into the nostrils of human beings, where they are recycled by triggering nerves in the sinus cavity beneath the pyramid, the nose, that works like a kidney to sift out the unneeded particles, and that related the chemical composure of that. which is kneaded into the mother's bloodstream. The human flesh is reanimated. This is the process by which a child is given form or flesh in the mother's womb. The etheric double. Then there is the etheric double. During the process of birth, the atoms of the new forming physical form stick fast to the atoms of the etheric form, the physical form, without the vital etheric form interpenetrating it. It is only an empty shell that possesses no vital life. The etheric form, after rising out of the physical form at death, is also only an empty shell, and it disintegrates. It requires the two of them to express life. The etheric body is an interlacing network of etheric wires that are knitted concentratedly at all the seats along the spine. The principal point of contrast is the navel or umbilical seat of light. From there, it extends into the spleen by the nerve ganglia. From the umbilical seat of all human beings, desires arise, for this is an emotional center, a physical station of the subconscious mind in human beings, though it operates under the influence of the pituitary gland or the seat of light of the third eye at the tip of the nasal pyramid, the brow seat of Horus or Haru, the sun. The eye is at the center stone of your own pyramid. Tablet 2. The seed of Kadmon. Adam. Lo, Kadmon. Your seed's life will be governed more by emotions than by willpower, which means that they will think as much with their abdominal brain and the solar plexus as with the brain in their heads at the present. Desire is the motivating factor. And the most powerful force in the human being's life. There are two desires at the root of emotions. Attract. Human desire to possess all or move towards something. And retreat. Human desire to escape something. The spiritual aura extends beyond the outside of the physical form, since the emotions of human. Page 699. Human beings presently rule their life. Their spiritual form is entering the height of its development. Their spiritual sense organs are starting to speed up, which means that they are beginning to function on the spiritual. During the hours when their physical consciousness is asleep, with their spiritual insight, their hearing and awareness awakens the dormant spiritual self. This can be preempted by sleep paralysis to simulate experiences that did not actually happen. This spiritual form contains counterparts of your physical and sense organs. The spiritual form has eyes, nose, and mouth, but this organ are not used in the same way as they are on the physical plane. You see through the eyes on the physical plane. You see through the eyes on the physical plane, and on the spiritual planes, the perception is different. Tablet 3, the spiritual form. 19 times 1 equals 19. Lo, but on the spiritual plane, one perceives through the entire physical form, with the eyes serving only as focal points. Human beings on the spiritual plane far surpass the ranges on which the physical beings are capable. The matter, energy, of which the spiritual form is composed is constantly in rapid motion. So the sense of seeing, hearing, or tasting, smelling, and feeling are not stabilized through any particular nerve channel. The spiritual form also contains a conscious, which is a counterpart of the physical brain, with this one difference. The spiritual conscious is capable of remembering both your spiritual experiences and your physical experiences. The mental force field embraces the upper part of the physical form, extending down to the root seat of light at the base of the spine. Its principle points to contact are the penile pituitary area, the throat area, the solar plexus. The seat of consciousness is of the world of light and things focus in the brain. Passes through the medulla oblongata into the spiritual column. The spiritual column is an elongation of seat of consciousness, the seat of visions and senses in the spiritual world of black, pure blackness, the realm of the three imagination and true overstanding and bliss, which exists before the light of knowledge and chaos. This peaceful darkness is the hippocampus area of the brain, the seat of God. In that it is a carrier of liquid ether substance, which travels upwards to the seat of the highest point of the brain, used darkness or downward to the seat of light in the root or base of the spine. Liquid ether is equated to E2 plus E8, which on the physical elementary chart is H2O. That is 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen, producing water. On the etheric chart, it's 2 ether 1s plus 1 ether 8 to produce liquid ether. Page 700. Diagram 95. 701. Diagram 96. Four matter, ether, in the physical form. is associated with the solids of the body, such as the structure of the body, the life force, ether, which is etheric form, is involved in the fluids of the body, called liquid ether, such as the bloodstream and the excretions of the ovaries and testes. The spirit is in the blood. The blood is liquid. That spirit acts as a spark that ignites the life in the blood. The life produces a light which appears as an auric shell. It is housed, the soul, which is the light messenger. This messenger transports information to the conscious and subconscious being. The sparks of life trigger the mind that pulls itself from the mental reservoir of intellect, which is governed by the oversoul that is connected by an etheric cord. All messages in light forms travel through the cord from the mental reservoir. Etherians are the guardians of this reservoir or intellect called Akasha. Each being receives light messages in their DNA and RNAs from and through these beings that are responsible for triggering each moment of thought and action in their existence. So, a harmonious flow of energy and life in the form of light messages must travel to the being, rendering each being's inner self etheric. Excuse my background. Tablet 5. The laws of health. 19 times 8 equals 152. Lo, the law of health will be based on this fact. It is simple to understand all and require only that a human should open their eyes to perceive the great elementary forces which support the health. They are these. The blood requires motion. The great central organ of the stomach requires exercise and a suitable diet. The nervous system requires a regular amount of rest. When the physical, etheric are balanced in a cell and in all cells of the body, we have harmony, which results in good health. When the balance between physical and etheric life force is upset, and too little of the etheric life force is in the cell, and the tissues and the different parts of the body, which depends on a balanced flow of the etheric life force, it will become affected, and you will feel abnormal in some way. That's when you become ill. If the abnormal or imbalanced condition between the physical and etheric is pronounced, is allowed to continue for any length of time, page 703, diagram 97, the etheric cord when cut frees the spirit from the dependency of the physical body. Figure page 704, diagram 98, the three realms. Page 706, diagram 100, the Messiahs. Page 7101 is eye at the top of the nasal pyramid. Page 708, diagram 102, the light of the spiritual spinal column that links the chakras that shines in the darkness. Page 709, diagram 103, the brain cut in half to show the location of the pineal gland. And that is all I have for tonight. Let the meditation take us out. Dr. York, only a dream.
My mind thinks it's me. My mind thinks it's me. And it feels oh so good. Yes, it feels oh so good. I know I'm a sinner. I know if anyone could, you would understand. I just can't wait. No, and I'm and when we stop over the clock, as long as I'm asleep, love is mine and keep. Don't you let it go. If you do, I
The sacred the Nubian society. till we rise again. Good night.